Philadelphia Flyers have signed veteran goaltender Martin Jones, previously of the San Jose Sharks. Jones comes in with a controversial record, but signing him at 1 year, $2 million after being bought out by the San Jose Sharks. It's a generally risk-free signing from a fiscal perspective. The risk is that Jones' game has fallen off over the past couple of years. Initially, he came into the Sharks when they were kind of the top of their game, and he did very well. His numbers were pretty good in about the low twos, to generally mid-2 goals against average per game, and then a save percentage of .918 in his first year with the Sharks, to eventually, recently over the past 3 years, being about .896, which is not very good by that metrics. Having said that, the San Jose Sharks haven't been the same team for the past 3 years. They've struggled defensively as a unit. So the Philadelphia Flyers see an opportunity here to grab somebody like Martin Jones, who's only 31 years old. He's got very good size for a goaltender, and obviously has a history of some success. Now, the Philadelphia Flyers come in with a young goaltender, Carter Hart, who's still waiting to be signed as of this. They have a qualifying offer to sign Carter Hart, but he hasn't accepted yet. He will accept. There will be an agreement there, but this is backup. This is the insurance. This is a guy who the Flyers hope that they could lean on in times where maybe either Carter Hart is injured or maybe struggling in some sort. But I don't think that they expect him to be the number one guy. Jones comes in with, like I was saying in the beginning, a controversial record. He's going to be a pretty polarizing player here. But the reality is that he has moments of glory in his history. And the Flyers really need one good season out of him. He doesn't necessarily have to come in here and light the world on fire, but he has to be solid and steady. He has to come in here and really show that, it was worthy to let Brian Elliott walk. And that they wanted to invest in somebody younger, somebody who could potentially even re-sign here if he has a great career. I don't think he'll ever get a starting role here with the Philadelphia Flyers. I think this is Carter Hart's net. And I think Martin Jones is here to see if can he live out, the next 2-3 years of his career as a successful backup playing about 30 games a season, which is still a large role. Now, Martin Jones has a decent game. I don't think anybody's going to necessarily look at him as the type of goalie who steals games on a regular basis. But if he can come in here and play really strong behind a very deep defense, then the Flyers are onto something here. And again, with $2 million cap hit, it's a movable contract if necessary. It doesn't eat up too much of the cap and allow the Flyers to continue on their pursuit in free agency. There was some talk that maybe the Flyers would get Braden Holtby, and Holtby ended up signing in Dallas, a place that's, not that surprising, especially for a player of his caliber, but people thought maybe with the relationship with Carter Hart, the fact that two of them had the same sports psychologist, the fact that two of them get along, have known each other for a while, that maybe that there was some kind of option there to bring in Braden Holtby. But it seems like Martin Jones was the choice in the end. It might not be what everybody wants to hear, but they didn't get an aging goaltender. And just like Jonathan Bernier kind of almost found himself out, you put a goaltender in the right position, in front of the right system, with the right goaltending coach, anything can happen. So welcome Martin Jones. Welcome to a place where goalies are not treated very well. But because expectations are so low for Jones, this might actually be a perfect opportunity for him, because nobody in the fan base is going to be that excited about him. Just like Rasmus Ristolainen came in here. Now, that was a high cost, a different situation. But, expectations are low. So, if he does generally well to any degree here, people will pretty much lay off of him. And I think Jones has the ability to do that. So welcome Martin Jones. Hopefully you can help fill the void. And the Philadelphia Flyers rebound with hopefully what seems to be on paper a pretty solid 1-2 punch without any aging goaltenders. And, Carter Hart is kind of coming into his own, and Martin Jones looking to rebound. So let's see if he can rebound. Welcome to the Flyers, Martin Jones.